Hello, good morning, everyone. This is Life Issue and this is Blessing. Thank you so much for coming to my channel this morning where we talk about another trending news and try to reason and think through what happened and what are the lessons from the story. All right, so this morning I want to talk about the demolition of our popular pastor, Odumeje, Ndaboski, the Daboski, and church. Now, when I saw this news, at first I was like, okay, what's going on here? Why was a man, a clergy for that matter, why was he actually slapped? I'm going to show you guys a video. And I tried to do a bit of research about what was happening. Why was the liquid metal manhandled this way? What actually happened? Yeah. And when I did a little bit of my research, I understood the fact that the Anambra State government actually marked his church, Mountain of Holy Ghost, Intervention Delivery Ministry, Onitsha. They marked that particular church for demolition because the actual structure where the church has been erected runs through a drainage. Now, sometimes we talk about we want good governance, we want Nigerian to change, we want the politician to change. We also, as citizens of Nigeria, also need to change. Now, I don't know how he got his approval. I don't know who approved for him to build a church on top of a drainage. But we have elected a new governor of Anambra State. Now, when he was sworn in, I know one of the things that he said he was going to do. He said he was going to sanitize Anambra and he's going to make the things that were made that were wrong. He was going to unmake it. And he did talk about that he would demolish some of the structures that were not built on the right place. So if we gave Soludo our mandates, now, why are we angry? Yeah. There are two issues here. There is the demolition that people are angry, and there is a slapping. So let's talk about the demolition. Now, when I saw the story and I read through people's comments, I'm just wondering why people are questioning the demolition. Because to be frank with you, if something is wrong, it is wrong. We cannot want a new Nigeria. We cannot want a better Nigeria. We cannot clamor for NSAS and say we want our country to be rid of corruption, for us to, stop being an, underdeveloped, talked down on country. If we as citizens are not also doing the right thing, our politicians are looting us, they're not doing the right thing. We have people in political offices, we have our clergies, our religious leaders who are not doing the right thing. We also, when we support some of the things that they have done that is actually not right, then it also means that we also, when we are in that position, we will not do the right thing. Okay, so when you're talking about the story, let's separate the two incidents. One was that he did the wrong thing, building his church on top of a drainage. And from what I've researched and what I've heard, that was one of the major drainage in Onitsha. That's where his church was. And he's been given notice for over 3 or 4 months now, and he did not do anything. And I heard that the governor promised him another land. This is a man that he has one of the biggest churches in Onitsha. He could have built another house. He could have, erected his building with the help of the governor. He did not do that. So let's address that one first before we now go into the main thing that happened on that day. Now, if you've not seen the video, I'm now going to show you the video of him being slapped. Now watch this. Hold on.
It's okay. Okay, calm down now.
All right, so that's basically what people are talking about. I did not see actually slap, unless there's another video people are, referring to. What I saw was him being pushed, okay? And when I watched this, I was like, okay, so he's been pushed. Let's even say he was slapped. Odumeje J is a Nigerian. Nigerians are being beaten, Nigerians are being killed, Nigerians are being slapped by Nigerian police and Nigerian military. It's not it's not as if it's something out of normal. We have actually gone through a process called NSAS where we were talking about paramilitary brutality and the fact that we are being treated poorly by these people in uniform. So I don't know if Odumeje was vocal during NSAS. I don't know if he actually participated. I'm not sure. Now, if you have evidence, please show us. Now, if this man did not participate, if he was not vocal, what are they expecting? This is what the Nigerian youth has been talking about. We are saying, so because it's now Odumeje that is being slapped, then we are on social media talking about it, hyping it, saying that the governor should not do his work. Was it the governor that sent the people that slapped him? That's another thing we need to ask, because the governor has actually come out to apologize, but he said he will continue his good work. So let me show you.
Let's go. Calm down. It's okay. Okay, calm down now.
This man has said he will continue with his fight against illegal structure in Onitsha. What we should be doing is to support the governor. We're supposed to be saying, okay, this is what we want. If truly you want a change in Nigeria, if truly you want Nigeria to be better, what you should be condemning is the maybe the task force person pushing or slapping Odumeje J, but not condemn Soludo. Soludo as a governor, as the number one citizen, as a person in charge of Anambra State, needs to bring sanity back to Anambra. Anambra has lost its position in the affairs of nation or states, and we need to actually get right back to it. But slapping Odumeje is not the right thing, and which the governor has actually acknowledged. Thank you, Soludo, for being a gentleman, for actually coming out to acknowledge that what your task force did was wrong. Listen, let's even give this man a kudo. How many governors, even our president, will come out and make this kind of statement and say, I'm sorry, I put my hands up. What my task force did was wrong. I will deal with it, by the law. I'll use the law to deal with it. So Soludo has actually come out to say, okay, you know what? I'm going to deal with this by the law. So coming out to criticize him and talk about, him being a governor and him, the point is that this guy deserves an accolade. What he's doing for Anambra should be something any reasonable youths in Nigeria, anyone that wants good governance in Nigeria, should actually say kudos. He is doing the right thing. What this shows is that Soludo does not care whether you are rich or poor, whether whatever you are, well known or popular. He is saying if you have illegal structure, he will demolish it. And this is what we want to see. Okay, so what we want is an Anambra that works, not an Anambra that the government will actually be looking at people's faces before they take any decision or do anything. I'm reading people's comment. This person said many, it's old. It was an old plan. It was, to be frank, who gave them the planning? It must have been gotten illegally. That's the point. It must have been gotten by, backdoor, man, no man. They give you a land, or maybe you did a miracle for the person, they'll give you a land. And then, and you feel like you can actually erect an illegal structure on top of, drainage. And I love what this person say about the pushing an imam. Okay. Now, we know that Nigeria, everything that happens will bring religion into it. We'll try to whip up sentiment and religious sentiment. And, it's not right. What we are discussing was what has happened in Anambra State. I don't think an imam would challenge this. I don't think an imam will actually see a government task force and come out and start challenging it. So also, we also need to actually tell ourselves the first thing, because he was actually challenging the task force because he's Odumeje, he feel he could. He saw the task force there. Why did he go to challenge them? If this has been in the north, the person could have just allowed them to demolish it and they will build another mosque for him. So Odumeje, trying to be the normal hip man that he's.
It's okay. I can calm down now, you know.
Why he when we talk about things here, let's be fair. Let's be fair in our judgment of things. And let's also be fair when we criticize Soludo. Because at the end of the day, if you want good governance, if you want Nigeria to be better, you should be able to look at the news and dissect it and look at it and say, okay, look, this is wrong. This person is wrong. But this person should have done this or that. At this particular point, with this particular news, I am going to say one, Odumeje, the Idaboski, the liquid metal, the man of the people was wrong going to challenge the task force. They were doing their job, even though he might not like it. He was given a notice, and he was told what was going to happen. He did not vacate. He still stayed there. Now, the task force person, what he did was also wrong because he is an overzealous government official who feels like they can do whatever they want to do and get away with it. And we always know this has been happening for a long time. That was why we had NSAS. And the governor already dealt with it. The man has come out to say and apologize and say, you know what, I am going to deal with this. So what we have, two people wrong, Odumeje and the task force. The task force wahala or madness is being addressed by Soludo. Odumeje, being a pastor, being a man who is a figure and a daddy and someone that people looked up to, should not have also done what he did. He should have actually challenged them legally. He should not have tried to fight or stop the task force. It is that do you know who I am syndrome in Africa. When you are doing something illegal, when something is being corrected because what you are doing is wrong, you feel that you can challenge the government of the day. No, you can't. So these two people are wrong on both sides. Yeah. So let's leave the governor to do his work. Let's stop, attacking Soludo. Soludo is doing his work. We might not like what he's doing, but that man is bringing sanity back to Anambra. We should be applauding him, working with him, and actually hailing him for having the audacity, the guts, the liver to do what his predecessor could not do. He's not asking for people to like him or to, worship him or to call him a good names. No, he has a mission, and his mission is to get Anambra working again. So let's support this man. I don't know what you guys think about the story. Drop your comment. Do you think that Idaboski, the metal man, going to challenge the task force was right? We all know that the task force action was wrong. But then the question is, when we, the ordinary people on the streets, are being beaten shots, All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Until I come your way. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Until I come your way next time with another story, just drop your comment. Thank you. God bless you. Bye bye.